Hello everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. So Christmas season is coming and I'll be starting it with some reindeer. So for that, I'll be starting with this G1 Claudine Wolf doll. And love the concept so much that I brought the G3 to the table along the way. She's not alone here is because I didn't know which one I would use for the project. She was in fact of the two test doll I dunked in brown dye for my Titan loose doll. Anyway, back to my design. Both of them are pretty simple. Both of them are gonna start with a face treatment, and to differentiate them a little, I gave them both some names. So G1 is Sparkle and G3 is Twinkle, okay? So starting with Sparkle, I started by removing her face paint and blushed around her face. Usually people that cosplay as deer for Halloween or Christmas usually go with a darker brown around the forehead and bring the blush down to where the cheeks are, where they kind of do a harsh parallel line aligned with their lips. So that's what I tried to do here. After that, I took a more stylish approach and decided to do a double eyeliner. So first was the white line to bring this kind of eyeshadow all deer seems to have, but by making it an eyeliner, I had a better control on its shape. After I was satisfied, I started on her nose job. Thankfully, Claudine already has a good animal nose shape. That's why it was easy to make it work. Of course, like almost every animal on this planet, she gets her philtrum black and her upper lips black, just to define her lips a little bit better. Now that she looks way more like a deer, I now feel more comfortable to work on her eyes. Now, like I said earlier, she gets a second wing line for her eyes in, again, black. I kind of saw some deers with eyelashes that kind of did that, so I found it really cute and wanted to put it in. I also did not go all the way down in the eye crease, again to try and bring that deer eye shape. After that, I did a little bit of eye filling and blushed a little lighter color where I wanted the light to rebound, and can now do some beautiful deer in headlight black pupil. At this point, I also thought something was missing. See, I do want them to look like deers, but I still wanted that human touch, so I added some pink lipstick. After that, I did her eyebrows in those teeny tiny anime-like brows and finished with her eyeshine and freckles. But to differentiate her from Twinkle, I went back and added some glitter on her white eyeliner to make it pop a little bit more. She does need to sparkle, you know? Now back to Twinkle, she still has all of that to be done on her, so with a cool little montage, you'll see what I achieved on her. Okay, so now that both dolls are done, I can start on the clothes. And since Sparkle had all of the attention earlier, I'll show you how I did Twinkle's outfit. So both of them get a fluffy fabric. Sparkle just get a lighter shade than this one. My idea for them was to make some winter coats. And yes, I am not making anything underneath, but why make some clothes we're never gonna see anyway? And I also wanted to achieve that Ariana Grande look back in the days. So if you want, you can imagine some really small shorts and a top, okay? Both of them also got a custom color for the inside and the cap, and a little pom-pom in the same color. Now, like I said, not a really hard concept as the sewing part are already done, and we can start working on the hair. Both of them gets a small trim and gets them straightened. Now back to the accessories. With Sparkle, they both need shoes. Fortunately for Twinkle, I already had something in her colors, but I had to paint them for Sparkle. And to finish the look, I just add a little bell, again in their colors. While all of that was drying, I could also make them some antlers that I decided to do in felt. Just had to sew them in place. And voila, we are done and we can go to the final shot.